of the Ghana Police Service. And I says, Omuna Kodo Mokofa Papano and the Deba. Omoko Dria, or no one Kasa, but topic up or the national security numbers now, Bohon, and or the official police siren Mississippi caps also. And or Sanso official police motto, dispatch motors DB. And now, Oyusu, eti, Omodi the bedroom central. Na post for no kwa kofa cars ni moto na ba no muhia no kwem no ye de sade say che post for no say no ye post for no adentra modi mi fi Jubilee House ye akọ regional police headquarters Accra hey musuma samu echibo ba Jubilee House ye abesesa de yama na ba be hia mokwem say ye jame so di police for that tempoto the koko ba ni say motor you go try videos and pictures and no ye ma wo hwe is your case no almost say they are investigation be na chese car ni si ho and national security number na bo official police sirens so police motor na ba omiya kurata mote abem ne de say ekosi use legon fitam na onya bi use no ono ye ma ni bi afa ye se ono aso na di ni sika toy na wa wodu sika to motor ada na ocho ho police tell no your first case ti ye head asasem no be kwa kosie opposite for no binom so patch say order from certain opposition members. I said the guy is untouchable. They ain't no untouchable obi aso ntimi nkyerem because when you contract ono ne abranche na your man the contractor kwaku agima menu na o health minister na say airport or contract no onim ho hwe onim nipa yes sir so the man no eno echi na no pay so what China for be nkraman mo ma we Ghana ba mo be nkraman Ivan wa ha wa ba fine Ivan akwaba
Captain Mejoso
papa no chef fifi no ye PPP Bono regional chairman ana na nya bono eno ye press conference we jai on party the PPP party no ye be dwene ho no ye ho said ye be the PPP the CPP ye be ho bibi oh me refidi ni kwa sisi Lucius inti innocent ni Lucius ena fe wenchi constituency NDC chairman only on etiano your friend Muhammad me mamu ina akwaba okay mama shasim free boy chairman you know na call
captain nidi kan medawase na machia omwa omutie na no pai na mabo winchi assembly members last week Wednesday omko confirm yenia Gloria Opoku ema obe MC ema winchi me bo bibia abaso ni Juma Kroa omaede omaba ma winchi at least no resetting agenda His Excellency John Dramani Mahama oka ho asem no say starting from winchi na captain fast forward no say nsema ye kan nyina no de me hu ni say MPP aban and Nana Ado Danko Akufo-Addo His Excellency no say Ghana a lawless country Ghana emra enye juma wa Ghana because minjin di say enne Ghana ni bia betima free Ghana ha akọ Nigeria irrespective of contract bia be man bia with Nigerian government no obetima nya the guards atima to ono ani car e di Nigeria police arraign asiso asananya police moto Nigerian escort police moto ade aninam Nigeria said o sipe as gangaria bintimi sida but ene MPP aban so no ene sa ne mo nyina ye den asi na the American actually NDC for ne say ye besero mo they should still walk their talk because say yede obi yes hanema na enye na yesi national security enkofa nipa no na national security uko na wanti man kwankofa nipa na imi say national security adwuma no ka de acha wonsa no e wo say wo de to because adwuma no say wontumi nya embo hu mu sho kra say e ho betima ne wo pese wo ko
se wo kwakofa no se untumi a menko but wo akwa duru ho abra se wo fa nipa no wantumi amfa nipa no na SWAT team emom na betima kwakofa nipa na it tells you say BBB is wrong somewhere me dey mesre your national security they should be up and doing and two sa akwa na we Nigeria ni na wo ba be sisi Ghana fo anase omo a omufura manone eba wagigi wo musika yesi wura akwa ni fie wa na ukokohwe underground ukokohwe kasa epaki wa ukokohwe kasa epaki wa masa enye easy na sa akwa no watimanya the guts atimi anya saka we wokwa wo shamfini we di hwihwi even jondraman mama kura no wokwa sare nkura no endi na chi sa enti no mesre Ghana no yenyina ye country enye MPP nko ade in any case say kura MPP omuni aban so ade no se sa kwa no muti man sa chance no masa nkwase ade no otumi ye dan otumi ye besre ye national security national security no eye omo a ene ye kwa action a ye se wukọ na kokoduru wa no mutumi nya action dia it tells you say the BB is wrong me I can't think far about side man
BBB
it's wrong you go watch na hwe na no a ye kwakofa ye friend say ntim fojo ye kwafa ntim fojo na national security whole national security architecture ma command man fa ntim fojo na ye friend say na nabi num ni na nam nka mimi ka ho na ekoya nka na nabi pa nka minye so say nka obetima nya na kwai na ananti akofie mido nyankopon because ne omuye dear Sam George e we friend say ayawa so west wagon na ene si ene kwakofa ntim fojo watena say ye niema ense na emfata na ekofa ntim fojo a na obi ti say na nabi num akọ ene di say o ti ye nyina nka be parade mu nyina nka si kwa na neji na nabi nka wonye mpia bonten ye be say national security sa adwuma no mutumi nya mo fanto ho na ye mu bi na ye betima ya adwuma na ye be ya adwuma no because adwuma no say wo ya boldness na di adwuma o man konkɔ ye say maami we si papa we si ye di adwuma hye so na mutumi nya adwuma no ye be say mo mutumi nya adwuma mo fa adwuma no to ho ye mu ye betima ba ya adwuma na me kɔ arrest akwakwachi obi a obi betima resi say onko kame bubu na nyina me na me katero mi to nyankopɔ kan captain kame bubu bubu na nyina me na me katero na MPP abande na die Nancy now NDC ya so lenient aba mrano edu babia yentia mra na mfa ne manya de wu yempa ni mra na mfa ne manya net babia no beko ana si mra ya adwuma na obi tifuni fie comfortable na okika ne anka ansa na edu badu police station kwa na ya wiki captain wutia MPP aban time how many times na ya chew uncountable utwa bia bontia ya si police ya si kandapa over minko asiko ana meboa wasiko ni nyina wonko wako na obi ti ntim fojo enye parliament na oti ye adwuma o dabi sebi press conference na why press conference ni ma na allegations na why no ontimi substantiate oni fact bia obi be substantiate na say yankofo nembra nipa na say me menko who born you captain Mr. Sanya mana Nigeria ni na ya no yensen ko back na nko chi Nigeria ni no yemma Nigeria ni hunu se omuru Ghana mra so because dia yentimi nkonko ni Nigeria no Nigeria ni ntimi magana hamma meye wabe bua fa so agie sika dia wie me the information me manya no se yese yem se na do ni manu bi ene ni momu twempena ba me nim ni manu hwan ni na twempena I don't know hwan ni na twempena and I don't know but Nigeria ni kura nka wo free Nigeria ba aba benya oba o Ghana wo fan free captain ye betima ko Nigeria kwa esa captain ne babi no wa no kre na ba ko wo kan wa wie
enti wo kan hu na ko chi ntim fojo nka ba de
nkantim fojo kra nka wo nka se onko nkantim fojo ntumi nka se onko obeda ka se onko me onko me duru ho kra yenko obeko na go ba ti wo se bia national security o national security be cho se bra wo se meme nko wo ne hwan ntim fojo min kwa metima kwa kofo ntim fojo edi ni free ni ho edi na ko on pupuni onye bi on kasa on kokora beko onko o de captain ma o de ma musun kasa nan kasa nsema be kanu enfa papa mba
era de agubo kro be de na chi o Shaman
captain
asemi de o kan ya na me say me hwe me phone so kakra na ma hwe se ne esitie na ne di kan me mfa akwanya so na me nchia wa hwefo na me nchia be nso abewada social media handles nso abe nso be follow nu nyina emu ya cause oman bia ni ho ne obetimi akwa obekwa akoye ne abanti aye de di kan ya se me hwe phone so no saa na beche se ono ankasa no estate bi a ote ono no che se owo adan ebi mu wo ho no nti no ono atimi asore ene ne mantie ablock kwan se be ma obi anye den enko ho na ohwe saa estate nso a beche se Spanish ambassador kra ho no ote enti babi a enya wo nko ampo no ote ho no na enipa attitude bi mu enso ete ho no wutimi sore preko pe eka se wa block kwan se o mu obi anye den obi a enko na mpempi unse mpanimfo kan asem bi se uhun se dompe etua abofra no a no different ba no different wati ase enya kwa menye sure se ya ti ha ye mu bia betimi asore akọ oman bi so na wudi tumi a hye wonsa na waka se ba bia wo wote no se danger for whatever reasons inti wa block kwan se oma obia entwam wo honom na ade ne eka ho a ema asem yehu na ema Ghana for ye ho ye mobo eye vehicles na o use no ene sa motorbikes na o use no wahu se obi betimi atna oman yimu a onye Ghana ni na obetimi anya car anya police motor ede siren asiso ede anenam ye mantam haidia na chese captain ye na yi asem no ehu na okan ade na America no chese ni nyina nso efi se Greater Accra offense police command no beni ba ma na ye more powerful because se bibi kra ne a bentimi nya den bentimi act ahu na dem pa ne be ma se even nanse ya ye ba yi NDC ba yi na nkrofukuo bi mu a be feel say say investigate be national security for call babuboa mon ne nasefo se be call babuboa no a ye nyina ye ni niesi ebi wo hon ma be the force eye niema enti se obi a ono no eye Ghana ni a wabeye ebia MP ana wa ye minister pen na onu mom ye feel say saa nipa no aye bone ni moto na oyiso ye feel say saa nipa no aye bone na ye kofa na onu say ni betimi de force aye den afa nipa no na mom obi ni onu no nye Ghana ni etim be more powerful say ye kofa na eje say ye hwe ye chi ansa na yaye den ye de no adi because say all kind story na eche say bra national security for crack no or resist arrest no until say mpanimfo bi mu eyeden eba mu me no wo ya ti ha say police ni crack say captain me no yi ka say o kan say empredo do send be me foul menye too sure say there had been a time national security for ba ha say o resist enka ye nyina ye ni ebia nka ebesi enka wantwi anka ebeden ebesi enti mesre aban na esesa yeren eye niema bebre ne Ghana for ehwe ya bede den bede sesa aban MPP ankasa no ba mase na beba bebu man Ghana for hu say na emra ankasa enhyada enya aduma ewo man mu enti to a beto aba edema yen emaye ba aban mu no kire yen say niema bi a MPP for ye ya ba nya ni yie say ye mum no yetimi yeden yetimi hwe na ye ni yie danfui eye somewhere na do time no otimi nya saa tumi nyina ede ye ne o ye yi ni ese no aja akukọ ni awabo nsa ni rafi no ho sa aban foforo aba no otoa ne o ye no so enti ye mum ne say yetim kire ne say da bi amamwo hia sesa niema bi ana oye no anka ne wuntimu enye ne sabrewi na se ye gyae no na se ebi a unity bi ko se be kwa akɔkye no na nipa no too powerful na wuntimu nche no age se different unit ekɔ na na che se yenyina yie se oman yenyina yie enye damfo yi nko a yahu ayi offense China for na nasefo ampempi no nanado time anase MPP time no yachi be okrom ha se yetimi eden yetimi jabe e mabeko ene ya bai no me ka se se yetimi eden yedie nansi fam se yenhwe ema niema bi sei enye den enkokɔ so se niema bi sei kokɔ so dia na ye ya ma Ghana for eden aba be kai bachi Intimate national security any yempanimfo say yemema nkrofo bi mmeye too powerful even Ghana ni krampo no emeye powerful ensin ye apparatus a ewo manimu say bia national security apparatus ewo honom obi betimi aye too powerful say national security krantim nkofa no ana nipa no ye powerful say police for krantim nkofa no ahu say koba ne saade a na chese menka ne se yenjina yie se oman enti captain men ne betimi aka no se yenhwe ne yie na wakina bi no obi amfa mfofo amedan ye kwaye
medase Ivan
captain dedi kama mencha what here for na menka se Sauba Kaya December 2020 and Ghana awarded a contract to this holdings here can Frontiers and the owner no according to a report here said Benedict Peters was a wine the person can say me captain you see my catcher said oh your Maya there is something that you cannot do that is showing weakness but the very moment you begin showing signs that you are weak people will capitalize on your weakness and they will click to their destructive best and for me that is a typical example of this RAC. We lived in this country and a contract of about $87 million was awarded to a company at the blind side of Parliament. Our Parliament could not tell us the Minister of Health at the time, Kwakwa Jimemenu, could not tell what actually that was involved in that particular contract. Sir, Nigeria for Betina has almost $70 million and over. In the name of this whole thing, I also. So, I idea say on mine here very serious. Now immediately after issues like this, ya fana ye probe details. Now ye who and who are involved. How are these people have been able to shortchange this country? And can this gentleman will not be living in comfort somewhere and have the guts to say also or blockade the bend. And again, this motto Nasifwa will cancel OUC. The police service in Ghana they are aware. Na say ya fan say motor na ya painting the police on am no ontwi no dem ana otwi no dem ana okotwi no nsuo so odinam krom amfo hu so all these years why is he able to do all these things abra police for nya aware and na am this kind of impunity na agro to him he feel he's so powerful, he's so untouchable. Enti yesuwa police officers are onkote na enam se onim no na onim the track record enti minu eka so be use by force no on to me use by force because they know who he is. Very powerful and highly connected. And the choice of mine no ade efe ne dignity ye nibi as a country because captain, how dare you go to any other foreign country and be doing some of these things to the stand say with me engage or that kind of banter with police officers, law enforcement agencies. Now we know more koba eko we any day see and my catch as I will no biti fie na we panyini now was sound opinion that kwaje na marry captain akwa na wo dey was sound opinion or no will never respect you and that is the point where we are today o man ye mu ye ho and we treat foreigners better than yankasa yenkrofo na me no batena akroma say issue na ekosi oboase ya bom rantie tuo hwan no wate ho asem biem nipa no mu wuye no besi na investigation na say ye no memente ho hwe bia wate ho bia betimi aka we are talking about human beings yedi to actually so train yeku almost be 4 or 5 besi na investigation na kwakosi say but you see some of these things do happen and I'm just stating and you're willing you're so much interested we don't care about the welfare of our own people some of these things go waste America for now when Palestine for the UAE for no much Trump by what would about most of the hostages have been released those Americans because maximum pressure will be put on you say your citizens in there, we need them back. They did a prisoner exchange with the US, Russia quite recently. The teacher, you know, what they call Russia. No? He has been released back to the United States of America. You put premium on your people. But Captain, fourth estate, a story be about this galamsey thing. Are you aware, sir, from 2021 up to now, that buying the free see? Not China for ya prosecute you or court to see them for to prison, you know. Yes, someone you know go come with your court. And now I'm say interior minister and so say you may continue that particular thing. That is absolute nonsense because Captain, you cannot live in your country. Somebody comes into your country. Now I committed crime, I perpetrating all the nasty stuff. I said we need pay up kwada prison. And then you so say we cannot continue to feed them. So another day, you are creating a safe haven. Because China what people don't know, they say, they are not individuals. These are people who are sponsored by the state because China has a plan of buying gold. The whole world. We Poland through China is the next country on a yearly basis auto gold and casa because US holding the stamp of treasury dollar. They are moving away. They want to build a huge gold reserve because of the geopolitical tension that is going on at the world stage. They are building a huge gold reserve. And to be a China, or travel to Africa, now the investment is gold. Whichever way the Chinese government will support you. Say I'm more Cote d'Ivoire, or more Ghana, or more DRC, or more Sierra Leone. All African countries or more gold. China is there, and these people are aided by their own government. I don't know so I master plan or more yenti nipa baha now say mana koni krom na China government in prosecuting and say be a damn team because abiding na small mo because China is a state-based capitalism no more and everything be able to be a state no interest now Captain, so we create such an avenue where a foreigner will just come into your country and have the room to do everything and then I do the day get away. I told the idea the Obayan say yam fanman in Kodi Krum and the crimes on my committee I don't know fairness I don't know the day you are incentivizing and motivating people so oh yeah mind whether you can just come. The open bia to the idea chewa ya do bako krum we cannot create a yent means at that stage. Ever saw minor babo. And then look at the mass infiltration, the number of foreigners who are coming to this country. They don't come quietly. And this galamsey issue, foreigners, they don't have any right to go into some of these small scale mining. Illegal. The sentences should be, I think the minimum is 15 years and maximum is 30 or something. You are not supposed to come here. But then I'm saying, I'm running a week into politicians and Kasakwa and the corner I didn't go for way back. And they come with heavy equipment and I know the day resources no who why and so in and near money say and the uhuno and yet mistake by design ye muya home and then I'm say a grid in the air per na sabi a driveway into Captain ye beton ye nimu yam nanka opo maya ton wa nimu yam na China na yakoton ye nimu yam no nya sab na yanka Captain Ghana China ni bedin se mu okro na edna si play so nkwane aka Chinese government say okwa prosecute no ono no ko prosecute hwan na wo nkrofo na ono akọ mining site abade young person ono no niska editor excavator na wakọ na yache no na court jail no no akọ dam so I know the day no message ben I was send. So I think that we need to look at our priorities again as a country na ye hu where we are going. Now, our mind here, now you prioritize the interests of our own people. These are some of the mistakes in the past, and are coming back to catch up with us. I am your mining sectors in Asafonu, I'm happy today. Say government has decided. Say yes, that man why no. They are not renewing your friend saying the least we know because we must begin to nationalize all states. Your friend saying mining site. Now you own here. I don't know the day whichever resources, whichever services we need around the world, we will go and hire people to come and work, and our people will have something to do. We cannot continue to hand over mining site, big ones. Listen, if we have a way to terminate them, we should terminate all of them or renegotiate for a better terms. Because you cannot own all the resources in the world, and then people will have just come take everything and then they go. I know the day no mine now what you him na nema ema mine no betime you ho afro him no wo toma wo nkrofo na manfo asisa kwanada wo bodam. Captain, we need to get serious as a country because kasa no ya doso. I think the time has come for us to take decisive and bold decisions. Now you reset this country in that particular manner. Sabaya Ghana New York in China benya sabia hotoswo because you see we've gotten to a point. I'm telling you the majority of Ghanaians lose hope in democracy. Is the reason why consistently now who that power change in Africa now cool leaders were gaining a lot of fame. Abranti Yawaba Burkina Faso and the people see him as a hero. And he's your friend saying military way and but today Osiabontia, look at the way people hail him. Because people are losing faith in democracy and democratic institutions or rely on them as a some running cross 7 months for the bay. So I know the day this is our last chance at your 1 year. I'm telling you, sir, if things do not go well this time around, Ghana will be done in terms of democracy. Because I was a time when people were calling say Ukraine prefer military rule than democracy because they know say people hide behind democracy and they do a whole lot of nasty stuff. But for me, I have always argued that democracy is the best. Just that we have adopted a convenient path. We are not implementing democracy. That kind of way. But you see, the whole framework must be rolled out in such a way, say it take care of people because at the end of the day, the kind of economic gains never to deliver to the people, no, and the money democracy, and the ensure stability, and the guarantee of sustainability. But if we continue doing some of these things, how dare you say, yeah, China for your friends say, na Ghana need the prosecute, no? Does it make sense in any way? Even in other dispensation like America and NASA format. We are foreign now could debonair. They don't just deport you. Because I know Ghana for we committed crimes or more back to Ghana. But what they're doing is that sentence, Anya send over Sevubi. Now it drew a point where you can take that bargain, no lawyers, negotiate, then they will take you back to your country. But it says but when you create the impression say, committee kruma, so the kunipa so by then. And the China neighbor Krumano Bekunipa so bad then. And some of these things, mining, your friends atrocities no more, can't bear a chance at any manner. So I think that as a country, we need to get our priorities right. Now, we don't respect our own people. Yet cherish foreigners more than our own people. No, and if we begin to put premium and respect our own, because of what we do, black men nyanya power we are not in free timo free so moon until some power never free and it's the reason why we are here today. So I think that people must begin to realize power no nipa na dia ma unya use it to serve human beings. Akufo do betena kroma ye kan nyansasam kire nyina so ntie na hwe na wie ye ona abonte kra menye sisi nipa kura bu no ko na legacy e na da ho no e na da gatam no what asem na so power unya de besi bia na wie ye beba fire idea papa, respect people, show dignity to people. One kasa unkrofo no making sure say you prioritize them. Now as they do kwatena nchenya, you'll be proud to say oh, this is my legacy, this is what I did. But nema na wo ye ni nyina no ye nema sabi e compromise one kasa unkrofo welfare den as for now. At the end of the day, will you be happy? Because captain, the SCC nyina ye yeah because frontiers issue na ye kano besi na yenyam probi ye. I am expecting that by now the Attorney General will be on his feet on daily basis, giving Ghanaians constant updates on the many crimes. Program we so. Never corruption, no corruption, no corruption, no. Now that's not if nothing is happening. I understand it take time then as a foreign, but you see, we need to be very swift. And government must not show any sign of weakness. Government must not begin to pass mercy card to people because if we show that particular thing, we are dead as a country. Quite recently, this cocaine way more flipping to me. Captain, is because people just wanted to divert attention. And when was the last time artists will be Kyei container? Because the whole attempt was to divert the whole narrative from the container because there are people who are involved. And then all of a sudden, the media space in the discussion has changed. We are all talking about cocaine. Nobody has any fact to substantiate any of the fact. But Yasue Obia attention to them. But the Neman and Nipaye are Quabrania Timia Tam containers over millions of dollars. Yakoton, Yaton a be scribed to amount for there are paper trail who individuals are involved no nka by now we are here to asking questions. When are we going to prosecute them? Who and who has been arrested? When and now we are board of directors, and how do we proceed from here? These are questions we should be asking. But today, we are moving away from this, and in the coming days such distractions will be coming up. Are we going to fall for some of these things? If you do that, you lose focus. So I think government must remain focused and resolute and address your friends said the challenges in Ghana for no, deliver on its mandate, the reasons why Ghanaians voted for no. These are the things people want to see. But some of the interventions, some of the decisions, I'm telling you, Kufuor buy no ya man for darling boy. Ukwabu so can ya man for taxes. A man for sika the man. But all the corner, na manya no mbabono e ukroma because of foolish decisions that were being taken over this country. You understand? So power near the man won't respect people. A time will come, nipa no mo dema now you become their enemy. So we must begin to respect people. Now nobody is asking for too much. People are saying say do the right thing, punish crimes, make sure say we strengthen state institutions. Now, say national security na kwachi obi no ntumi mention no, police na kwachi obi no ntumi mention. I dey amine na yada achi wa hefa. What I say, all because of institutional weakness. Some of these people have been able to infiltrate some of these sensitive institutions, including our court. Nti some no call him say nkosi bia. He is doing all these things because him say eto dia betome. The worst that can happen to him say amfa nko ni kurom. Na then we cannot continue to do this. Ghana is not a launching pad. People will come and make money and impoverish the people here. We must begin to show leadership. We must begin to show seriousness. Now you say we are fully in charge of this country. We own our destiny. And we cannot continue to allow these foreigners. They will be coming. I've told you why China is doing some of these things. In the coming days, they are coming, and there are other areas they are also venturing into. They will not stop coming. And until say we establish the conventional rules in the sun. Sabi amanfobe who say, "Oh my Ghana will appreciate that we are foreigner, you can come." But these are the rules of engagement. If your activities are contravening with any of them, you go down. If we are able to send this message loud and clear to people, people will not be coming here with the intention of doing galamsey. You're so-called Western regional. You're afraid of Chinatown. All because these foreigners have taken over the town. And galamsey. The state is aware. When we know that this small-scale mining, some of these companies are not supposed to. I like this intervention by government, this gold board, Obama, and you better centralize the whole gold industry, Sabaya or mine who how much gold we are exporting out there, just like cocoa board and so forth. Ebasana, I bet me a boy, I'm a yet me a back, even the currency no crowd was something. But my head too good. I know that they no could be say initiate. Among for the circle to their gold reserve in Nasafono. And open countries apart from the too good now pa. After do the Chinese Central Bank, apart from Poland. They are hoarding these things just to stabilize their currency. Now, I didn't want natural resources. Why are you unable to? Captain, I think we need to have our priorities right as a country. Now, comedy in these jokes, because no serious country and as I will bet me a coso. Sa police motor no hefa, you see, these are questions you should be asking me. For me, some of these things we don't even need to waste our money.
I'm also investigating
it when and I'm a catcher or boss the na bomb ranty to be seen there. What's the update home? Captain, on daily basis, you should be visiting this particular issue because choir some ranting for so move and their death must not go in vain. Ghana police for one kasa bo foreign we ho ban ni nuanim tutu okun so jani tutu okun ni nua be see what is your interdict obi, what is your investigate obi. I think we need to show seriousness. On my America Korea War 1950 captain soldier for no muko wuye no na no first Trump tab no omufunu muko 2 year de ko US ko sie mo abusuafo nya closure. How much more your first report yase? We need to get serious.
Pacho, abayana and Kramai China for ne being Kramai Manaki Kanono. Name Kase, a shade me yase no, yaya check a cra. But so Gusua Woka Samana, a home minister of state. Be show seriousness society, me who be a chepa. Your friend Agnes, Namumu Latte. Minister of Gender, Children and Social Protection. Waswama ya befa abaya na free hako ministry ho. Okay. Se obedi asem nechi. Tinanka ye betwa so aka ho asem an sabatam. Sisi ame no kasa abaya Rosemond ewo Ministry of Children, Gender and Social Protection. Honorable Minister apetima omone ne kasa sisi na die chile no. Honorable Minister, thank you and God bless you. My name is Ebi Abekam.
Captain, I'm say in summer na mina Ivan okay. I'm say Biana Sisia asi Sisia ni abaya no Asia ewo achira ha edi nkomo. Se wo yi na chi achira wo kwan a. Na wo hwe kan krama ya faso aka lady na.
Kraman we necessary. I don't understand.
Omo ye adwuma warehouse.
Omo ye adwuma warehouse.
And omo ne kraman na ye adwuma wo. Enti nkraman no cage no omo dem no. Omo unlock door no. Ye unlock no. Said the bear almost a time be nkraman person omo ba na they feel attacking and they can attack. Enti omo ye mienu omo didi. Omo ya ne say ye bi nkraman no. Enti omo suro so omo te aduane na no omo de ato ho. Aduane na sa kraman so still akom de no. Nti say ato hye nipa ne so.
Captain she nipa ba panan ho. Na till now no arrest bia nya den enko.
Police for so omo dis document bia come company say omo and filling omo sign re omo no. Besi no omo ye. Ti police for so sent omo so nya den.
Captain Ghana 81 ho. De bia ya meka. Hwe se unua pa na ene ye ni se ya o se nka wotena ti na wusu na wu se Ghana no any future because kwan ya force wa ye ma Chinese for etimi wura ye mam ebe ye nema ense na emfata no ehun sunso so obi no ebi no ene lady no ka kire me se okọ adwuma enra Ghana ni a ono ti wa ohwe adwuma no ti bonko so jimi a onim nyansa na wandwini nua Ghana ho na wodwini sebi your friends say China for ho no e ka kire ne say ye mo 2000 asana mo 3 months pay what must say then you 2000 yes then you ready so that you be shut it up man kasa we China ni we Ghana ni na wodwini na wo nyansa na sebi wudidi wo sorry na wudidi na wo nom nkwan a san kwase ade we unye
because dog bite 37 on the body home
me na me ka tro
ya kekan te say
ya kekan te say sebi obi ase wo krama no timi huri na waso no na wasa
mana adenu twia ne nan owuo hwa papa ne say company ni so fundaka no betama no I'm telling you then I saw you I sent you the video bia na wadwen nkɔ ho owuye sa papa no tie ya ba bi owo bia no next week we me try me na ba show we so ne baba yiwa ewuye young lady full of life that was your friend saying last year nothing happened. Oh, just arrest the cry and chill bia. Oh yeah, so besides safety measures by some of these foreign minor companies no bad. They only come to take advantage of our old people because the state is not serious. State doesn't care. Nipa no robbing. The foreigner they robbing. Why they no baby? Nipa no or robbing. There are a lot of these companies. What they do is say, "I'm ba Nipa na all year you man they don't pay you direct." Through third party services. And this kind of third party no cry no chim half. Onu nya adwuma no bio na part amount no the amount and people are being subjected to sexual assault today can want say wie omo ye no more by force na no ma wa ko ni issues no ma buy then the kokosi here. So you see when you create such a room, when you tell the world say I'm a country I have no dignity, I'm a country how you can do whatever, that is what will give some of these people the motivation. So me in this case I don't blame the Chinese. I don't blame them at all because Ghana is an arena they can just play and go. Because okay, yourself ma catch and say you do omoka enti ya chi omukro for say omoko. And true to that, you know, Manasseh investigation or ye for state ni kire say China for court to say omunko dem no okochini the whole of your prison and the two pen dem. Ye jai omunyina ma omunyina akọ. How can we live in such a country? Captain. So the AC don't blame nobody, blame us. Because leadership, no, they don't care. Now, what do you then? Nipadi yana kanya ni VAT them no koba ne onya visa betu kanya ba what do you then? Until that time no be so many free. So I think citizens, my catchers and the people are becoming increasingly enlightened. I'm happy some of these things are coming up because in the past we could have won't take be lie to ma who nipa ya bisu omo in similar faction when you be overcome omo. These people are even lucky say when you be overcome no ekoso captain. So I think the state must make a deliberate effort. Now you making sure say some of these company foreigners no move back no the reason why there are foreigners who only come to this country to sleep with ladies and then they go and they record them. There are videos all over. Oba, now a set camera, no monam. I began nearby your money $200 club kuno. They sleep with them and they record. Whenever Hosni upload the video on the internet. How can we live here and allow these things to happen? If you go on the internet, there are a lot of Ghanaian ladies video of foreign your friends saying your friends are more for holidays. It's uploaded. Nipanokwa nim home way. Wa record would nim na omo upload it. We cannot continue to use this country as obia ba no ye de opet. We need to establish the rules. Now you prioritize your crowd. Now you said the welfare of our people is paramount. Now, Captain, what me time of boise as I say gold. And the foreign companies own too, or we are my royalties. Or boise for we don't care whether they will work or not. Young people are wallowing in desperation in as a forum. No mubufu no moko say they are demanding a fair share. Almost a young kuomo, then we kill them and no investigation happens. How can we live in such a sick country? And yet you come as Sunday no be as I will them. Missing Yankopon your mistake no swap black man could have I'm so no crowd you're serious. But you're serious as people. Yet we are not serious, we are jokers. And I make a no. Nipanya do obedia me and no. We don't care, Captain, because godly way now can start with us. The love and the destiny you have for one another. But the party to me, he doesn't care about those down there. Oh, Captain, these are the realities. You see, the hypocrisy is too much. We pretend say but we don't. Even among ourselves, no, we are not a young com. Because how do we sit there and watch some of these things to happen? As some now can China for they don't even deal with these locals directly. A Ghanaian intermediary. And look at the nonsense he's telling her. What has happened? All because it's made possible because state institutions are weak. State institutions are ineffective. And these foreigners, I'm not saying that foreigners should not come into our country. Come. But make sure, say, you play according to the rules. Don't come and do Nema Sabi. Jeopardizes the life of people, and then the state will say, oh, you're foreign and you're man because China for my loan, now, Bobra Yanka loan or China. loans Nigerian say am fanya nyansa de bia ska no nyina ahye the last time I make catch bosia bebre back no for rata boy besin de dia na odi sika na ye sabi yani ba yan slan kwase amana no mo de kutuwa da ho a cathedral $58 million ya sink it into the hole. There is absolutely nothing sensible to na man for nya adwuma nye. No, we need to wake up and stop all this nonsense. Anya sir, the young people of this country one day rise and say enough of this democracy, and that day more fusu no bet kwan fa so mbedwane okoma say, and that day is coming. When my culture said this is the last leg in democracy jina so ya nyane am fam build the hope, ya build the trust, ya engender confidence. And my young people who say yes say their name ekoye na egi trainer wa fusu no obati baby abefa ya nom dia to dia betimi adwane o.
Captain, I man can say be na me de passe o ka say yemuye ho asem no nyina ne waka no Ghana fo ankasa sisi no yemuye ho because foreigner bia ba haisi na say obebie company na say institution bia government ne ye body a obeden obe regulate nipa no enti no say oba na say obefa obi adwuma ma penipa no job description and access specification or the manipa no say government me regulate say bia nipa no say utria insurance ma no wa adwuma mu say utria ne senate say utria taxes say o hwe enwuma kuo na ya bie wo Ghana ha say most especially for no foreigners here insurance sem bia ni mu benso ne bede no risky. Enti ebi ni ye ne okan say obi kofro dan a ade ekotwa ne nan na say insurance ewo na yi no adwuma na oye no so a megidie say enka eni ho kwan kra say ye bedi ho nkobo enka straight away na no enka bebehwe ahu kwan pa say bedi nipa ne den bed no fa so nanso ene ne okan say yemu ye ho empempi foreigners yi ba enipa bebe manage company na sefo no dodo na ye Ghana fo ne besesabe nanso mpanimfo kan asem bi say adwen te say mpaboa size obi a ne de enti nipa na wa fa no say omra na ome manage ome manage Ghana ni na o Ghana ni na wa fa no
adwen te say dey
et say mpaboa size say obi a ne de
no kro
enti Felixeni ma podial size no to say
enti sa adwen size nkete na best sabe ma be manage company si no adwen size nkete na China for ne foreigners no sabe ma be manage be company si no eno nyina ka ho bi ene ma yehu because we Ghana ni na se wo ne foreigner bi ya adwuma na wanya kwanya se umom no wo ye pani ewo adwuma mu hodom na se bibia si na ne obetimi aka nyina se wo ba betwe nipa no 2000 na de 3 months salary aka ho se nipa no enye den emfa nkofia na che se wan kasa no wonim ne wo ye because funua Ghana ni ne wo ye ni sei na se nipa no so eye ayi oman foforo mu anka ba ne den wahu mawakwa asemi ya esi na nsantam say China ni timi ya de etimi hwie mako pa de gu nipa dasani anim and who be say asem ni status te sen akosi sen yankan kosi ba bia ni institutions na na be register sa company si mu na asefo nsu nya no empempi be no so be ka ho after the registration you know ayi bia nim say bia supervision bia na say institutions say be say nipa no ne say oyen or bibia sa ni ho ye jabe sa na be bu ye mabunu ne ye ayi ye maya edifa so say kwabra ni betimi aba mani mu te say ne Ivan kan yi wono afa nipa say bia ne girlfriend na say bibi ne obe bia ne wa video the next thing I be hu ye say enam ayi offense social media na say odi akoto page baabi na manfo ehwe but me feel say ebra so say oman no be den ebe sorry say yentim nton ya nyonyam saa emma ahoho ebe kakra no na e kame akoya ti say besia na ye bo no krampu no enye enough ebe kakra je say yankasa yeko na yakwa and said just I think 4 days beko lunch fi Ghana me chi say agric minister care say ECOWAS force ni konso say yaji be mu adi so wa hu sa ayina yaji be mu all about 27,000 tons money maize money abro enti ECOWAS for the beje badie say o man aye team say o man aye team a awiabo kama ensuo to kama asase no so ye kama ya bi mom ne nya kama eni ntino je se ekosra aduane how
I got to realize at some point na ye hear more than those where na because of challenges ECOWAS for supply be and no one say no come and also mo yo ma there
so much mo
ya kosra mu
and anya mo nko ya de moka ya de broker ya de cocoa ka because cocoa syndicated loan na ye kwaji se supply cocoa beans no we couldn't supply
si baji ba mu
Captain, I serious. And you see, me, I respect the rights of China, but we see only they are a country that is willing to win, fair or foul. And the Bonibia, because we are Sibia, you find them there. Bonibia, we are Sibia. And when you are dealing with them and you show weakness, you are done. And when no more, you are not dealing with an individual because it's a communist state. Every enterprise we are is our state backing. State in their financial into wouldn't some of the state will move in. I will not be surprised the Chinese government enter into a deal with the Akufo-Addo government to ensure who are arresting him for Mobra answer and forgive you debt and as a member of the space to negotiate with the IMF. I will not be surprised because what when you are going into the bargaining table, Captain, the question is if you have nothing to offer at the negotiation table, you will never be happy. That is why I've been telling people no now, a partnership and slavery. You must present something. If you don't take anything to the table, you in your life from that. So make sure you are going to the negotiation table with something of value. Sabaya wants to bet me so I'm making way. But a minor, they are when you know and the human resource crime and yet ye chasing out there. People are going to Saudi Arabia and those and go and look at how people are being treated there. Young ladies, let them tell you their stories. Young people, and even a Kromhankwano, beautiful ladies, young ladies with way from the north. Omo betina your friend is saying Kumasi, Edabontin, so ye Kyei. Now Kwabrania say Messi, your friend is saying hostel, and now more Damakaya, you know, your byproduct of unemployment. How do you see your friend saying a hostel move so madam non Kyei? These are young people. Some are very beautiful, some have potential. How do we tap into this potential to ensure that young people at the north will have life? But and the young people also coming down here. We can take job up there for them to do. You understand? These are some of the initiatives that we need to do. But you better prioritize young choir who ye dear man will be a common democrat as a captain. In a failed state, there are no heroes. And maybe I want to, and you'll be no backup. Maybe I'll be a backup today, they'll be to me for phone. Some of us, we don't have backup. Once we fail, we don't only fail, we fail a generation. And we must do everything to ensure that we build this country a just society where Obia Benya Bibi Kakra, all that's around a party, Obedim Kwa there, and this over train Captain Smart, our new FM. And our mouth will be a son of Akudidi. No, every human being must have access to decent life. The Obedi, the Oben there, and then there are a bonus. Extra now open here more, that's fine. That is a society that we need to. But a society where people steal millions. They are so stupid to the sense that we are quite here, you know, we are do what we never we need Jimmy for our United States or some kind 27 mammy with your cabo. What do you know say the scan in your dear? How can you do that? And we sit here and we be who a man for no Matthias Chrome on your party knee and I support no and MPP is telling us we are patriotic. In some Muna Kufa deal with Kromano, not sense of patriotism, no. I think we need to get serious. You see, politics is getting nasty in this country. Oh, can't cry now, bufu. So I think that we need to begin to turn things different.
You be shaking. Bye bye.